Donnie B. Good says, question. So I originally found you through a pirate video a while back for Elite Dangerous. Ah, you're watching the Bring and the Dangerous, huh, dudes? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Really love the content you submitted there, being a pirate myself at heart. When did you switch from ED to Star Citizen, and why is it more elaborate and broad than that? So those are great questions, man. In 2015, I was heavy into Elite Dangerous. 2014, 2015 era, I was like really into Elite Dangerous. I really love the flight, the feel of being connected to your ships, to the flight mechanics of Elite Dangerous. Some people say it's heavy. Some people think Elite Dangerous. Let's go to the channel here. I'll show you a little bit while I'm talking about it. Get some little eye candy for you. So you have to stare at my ugly bald head. It's not ugly. It's beautiful. Show all the voices in my head. Bring the Dangerous. So Donnie's talking about this series I used to do. And I used to have a Warthog HOTAS. Loved it. My kids dropped it on the floor. So I'm HOTAS less right now. But yeah, I was hooked up. And it was just a lot of fun playing. And this is one of my favorite episodes here. Whew, sorry, guys. So this is the series, Bringing the Dangerous. Yar! Welcome back to the games, gamers. This is probably one of my favorite episodes of Bringing. It still is to this day. And so, you know, I was what I would call a gentleman pirate, you know, like I took the time out not to grief and to talk to people, and I had macros and I had everything set up and I taught people how to do it. And in this video, in this series, I taught people how to PvP. Because my biggest gripe about Elite Dangerous is there's not enough danger. I mean, that's the real problem with Elite Dangerous, is there's really not enough danger. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start bringing the dangerous. I'm going to start like teaching people how to PvP, that you shouldn't be scared of PvP and that it's actually fun, even for PvEers. And there was a lot of PvEers that were like, thank you, DG. Thank you. Thank you. And I was glad to give them that content, you know? And so I taught people how to PvP, and I'll play the video while, let's flip this up here. This is a fight I had with, I think it was a Cobra. Yeah, it was another Cobra. And was it 2 Cobras? And I'm fighting 2 guys, right? I'm fighting 2, I think one's a Cobra, and I can't, anyway, it doesn't matter. So I'm fighting 2 people. It's a 1-on-2, and I'm holding up pretty well, and I'm showing people how to do it. It's great times, great days, the old days of Elite Dangerous before they busted the PvP. They really busted it. And this is an example of how a developer really can screw up a video game. They busted it when they brought out the engineers, when they brought out ways to, I won't even get involved in it. Yeah. Thargoids as well. They really busted the PvP play. Why I'm really adamant about Cloud Imperium being careful not to do the same thing. And when I see posts on there, you know, from Xylo supporting streamers that are like, need to be like super elite, you know, oh, they're a special classes citizen, like, you know, oh, God forbid they get grief. Come on, grow a pair streamers. People that complain, you know, oh, I'm being griefed. You know, this part of the thing. If you're streaming, I'm a streamer, I got a pair. Step up to me. It's okay. I'm certainly not going to wish death on people in real life like Uber Nerd did. You know, that's just real talk. Yeah. And this whole conversation about how, you know, oh, you know, people who are streaming should be protected from griefing and blah, 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 blah. These are obviously people that have never PvP'd in their lives and that really need to grow a pair. And I don't think Cloud Imperium should cater to these types of streamers that have these issues, because honestly, let's be real. That's elitist type mentality. That is like an elitist, like, you're a special citizen. Oh, we got to be careful because you're a streamer. And come on, every streamer has to deal with it. Every streamer has to deal with griefing, and that's just part of streaming. Grow up. And yeah, that's probably why I'm not endorsed by SIG as well, Eradicator, because I just say it like it is. I'm not afraid of any repercussions. It's just the way that it is, you know? Anyhow, Execute says a Reclaimer 890 jump skin costs you your left testicle. That's a pretty hefty price I'm not willing to pay. So he asked me, so Donnie asked me, like, when did I switch from Elite Dangerous to Star Citizen? And about 2015 is when I found, I think it was 2014, 2015 is when I found Star Citizen. And I love the potential. And I did a Star Citizen review video. I mean, the audacity of me to review an alpha, and it's like version 1.0 form, right? But I was so new to it and so excited about it. I think that's what got people contagious about the channel. Because it was like, wow, here's a guy who's covering it. I think it was just me and two others, STL Youngblood and God, I can never remember the other guy's name. He's got like a British accent. Anyway. And then I started sliding into more Star Citizen, especially after Engineers was released, especially after the Thargoids was released, and I knew that PvP was busted and that community goals were the only way to find people in Elite Dangerous, because it's just vast barren wasteland. It's all NPC with no people in it, and it felt lonely. It didn't feel good, and I had to teach people how to find the danger, how to find the fun in the game. Bringing the Dangerous was so successful because I was teaching people how to interact with other people and find other people, which is the number one reason why people are playing online games, I think, is to have these interactions. Some people, they kind of shun it. They want to go Care Bear mode. Okay, nothing against that. That's their style of gameplay. But when you're online with other people in an MMO, in an online game, you're going to have interaction with other people. And so I was teaching people how to do that in a game that made it very difficult to do it. See, Star Citizen doesn't do that. Star Citizen, you feel very immersed. There are people around you. Always love that. Always dig it. Donnie says, I think, and I say this objectively with no emotional context, Xylo has stated that it's best to take care of these issues through PvP means instead of requesting protection. Well, that's good. That's good. That's good. That being said, he did state pad ramming and firing missiles into a non-armistice zone is not okay. Yeah, that's okay too. Yeah, this is back in March. Donnie. I don't know. I kind of got rubbed a little bit the wrong way about it because I know how he was approached. I know it's not so much Xylo, Donnie. It's kind of like the streamers who approached him is why I have the issue. Not so much Xylo. It's really about the pussies that like approached him in a kind of, I wouldn't say threatening way, but in a kind of like posturing way. And that's what I don't like, Donnie. It has nothing to do with Xylo, you know? No, it wasn't Board Gamer info. And I have got nothing against Board Gamer, you know? I got nothing against Board Gamer. But it wasn't Board Gamer. It was, I can't remember the guy who had the British accent. And he'd always start with like, this is, and I can't remember his name. And then he does a lot of ship reviews. Still does it. Tactical Advance. This is Tactical Advance. That's who it was. It was just Tactical Advance, STL Youngblood, and myself, the Gimes, back in the days before DG360. That was it. Tells you how blacklisted I am on YouTube, right? Like I've made content, like quite a bit of content since then. And I went from 2,000 subscribers to where I'm at, near 10,000. But it's been like, what, 4 years? 5? It's so hard to find me. It's so hard to find me anywhere. I really think it's intentional on YouTube at this point. Like, I really do. I'm not even lying. I really feel like that's the way that it is. Anyway, Donnie says, I agree, though favoritism shouldn't be catered to streamers, you know. It's a sandbox and Star Citizen makes the game for what they make it. Absolutely, Donnie. Absolutely, dude. I also find it funny people buy large ships like the Idris Javelin and they think they can solo it. Oh yeah, Red Bear. No, don't do that. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. Donnie Kai says, yeah, exactly. He said SC is a PvP game and that's how you should handle it unless it's to an extreme. Yeah. Yeah, I think I explained my stance on it though. Pretty good. It's like I said, it's nothing against Xylo. It's more against the people that approached him about the problems. InfoRunners is asking Eradicator a question. Would you be interested in a roundtable with yourself, DG360, myself, and maybe one or two or more SC creators? He's trying to get people on his show. I love it. Wait for your own show to do that on Info. Just teasing. I love PvP as well, Donnie. So I hope that answers your question. I mean, like, I switched over to SC because essentially Frontier Development and... Oh. Boom, boom. Mom, welcoming you with my mom knife dance right there. It's interesting. I thought that was a wonderful alert when she did that. That was Zoe's birthday, I think. She had these knives. She was like twirling around these knives. I'm like, that would be the best alert in the world. Welcome to the family, Knight. Welcome to the family, dude. Just a super chill day. 4 a.m. going towards 5. Just chilling out here with the family right now, talking to you guys. So anyway, if you guys want some good old PvP pirate action, head to the channel and type up Bring in the Dangerous. I think I still get tons of views on this stuff. Like I still like, it's the most looked at besides Star Citizen. I think it's number 2 as far as the amount of people that looked up this playlist is my Bringing the Dangerous series. And it was a wonderful PvP series. And I'm actually in the works on a new one for Star Citizen that I think you'll really like, Donnie. But I'm not going to get it out there to the masses until flight is perfected. I talked about this on InfoRunners. The flight experience needs to be tweaked. I need to feel connected to the ship. I need to feel the mass of the ship. I need to know that it doesn't feel like a paperweight flying in the wind or a piece of paper flying in the wind. You know, it needs a little bit more weight to it, in my opinion. Love the game. Just the flight experience needs to be polished, and so does the PvP experience. But they'll get it. I have no doubt. I have no doubt Cloud Imperium will make it amazing. In fact, I've had such a good time